Welcome to 5 Minute Nerd Episode 8, where we break down nerd culture in just 5 minutes. Today we're covering Riddick, the third installment in the Riddick franchise. This film takes the series back to its roots of survival horror, while continuing to explore the character of Riddick and his relentless fight for survival. After the events of the Chronicles of Riddick, we find Riddick betrayed and left for dead on a remote, hostile planet. Having been deposed as Lord Marshal of the Necromongers, Riddick is stranded and alone in a harsh environment where virtually everything is trying to kill him. The planet is a desolate wasteland, filled with dangerous wildlife, including scorpion-like mud demons, vicious dog-like creatures, and a looming storm that promises even deadlier threats. Riddick, the ultimate survivor, wastes no time adapting to his surroundings. We witness his intense resourcefulness as he faces off against these alien predators, using nothing but his wits and instincts. He befriends one of the planet's feral dog-like creatures, raising it as a companion and ally. These early moments of the film are a return to the brutal survivalist tone of Pitch Black, showcasing Riddick's lone wolf persona in a hostile, unforgiving landscape. Realizing that he cannot survive on this planet forever, Riddick finds an abandoned mercenary outpost and activates a distress beacon, knowing full well that the signal will attract bounty hunters eager to cash in on the massive reward for his capture. His goal is simple: steal a ship and escape the planet. But in classic Riddick fashion, the situation is far from straightforward. Two separate groups of mercenaries respond to the beacon. The first team, led by Santana, is a ragtag bunch of cutthroats who are eager to claim the bounty and see Riddick as an easy target. Santana is brash, arrogant, and believes he can outwit Riddick. However, he quickly realizes he's in way over his head. The second group of mercenaries is much more professional and well-equipped, led by the stoic Johns. Fans of the franchise will recognize the significance here. Johns is the father of William J. Johns, the bounty hunter who pursued Riddick in Pitch Black. The dynamic between Riddick and Johns adds a layer of personal stakes to the story. Johns is not just after the bounty. He wants answers about what happened to his son. As both groups of mercenaries hunt Riddick across the deadly landscape, Riddick begins to pick them off one by one, using the planet's terrain to his advantage. In classic Riddick fashion, he plays a dangerous game of cat and mouse, forcing the mercenaries to fight each other as much as they're fighting him. Santana in particular underestimates Riddick and meets a gruesome end for his arrogance. The tension escalates when a looming storm brings with it an even greater threat: swarms of deadly, highly venomous creatures that emerge from the ground during the rain. The mercenaries are now in a race against time, not only to capture or kill Riddick but also to escape the planet before they're all wiped out by the planet's natural predators. Riddick, always thinking ahead, uses this to his advantage. As the storm approaches, he forces the two groups of mercenaries to work with him if they hope to survive. Johns, the more level-headed of the two leaders, reluctantly agrees to team up with Riddick, seeing no other way to escape the planet alive. The climax of the film is a frantic battle against both the mercenaries and the deadly creatures unleashed by the storm. Riddick's brutal efficiency and survival instincts are on full display as he dispatches his enemies and secures a ship to escape. In the end, Johns gets some closure regarding his son's fate, and Riddick, true to form, manages to outwit everyone and leave the planet on his own terms. Riddick brings the franchise full circle, returning to the survivalist, stripped-down tone of Pitch Black, while maintaining the larger universe established in the Chronicles of Riddick. The film showcases the essence of Riddick's character: fiercely independent, highly skilled, and always one step ahead of his enemies. It's a return to form for the franchise, with plenty of action, tension, and the brutal, no-nonsense style that fans of Riddick have come to love. Until next time, when we'll dive into another nerd culture favorite, keep nerding out. To keep getting nerd culture broken down in 5 minutes, don't forget to like and subscribe. If there are other topics you would like to see covered by 5 Minute Nerd, leave them in the comments.